Alright boys, I was gonna be out here trying to make an intro on a video I wanted to make on the channel. Why is it important on traveling when you're young? But I'm gonna take it inside the house. Took a wrong turn on the trail. Third time coming out here. I wanted to go into the brush, but there was a herd of hogs and I just heard them just all scattering. I was just waiting for that big hog to charge at me. So I left that trail. I took a back trail, encountered someone on a bike, tatted up. I think he was kind of homeless. We passed right next to each other on this little road right here, as you can see. I gave him the nod. He stopped. I was like, oh my god, what does he want? I think he kind of wanted to make small talk. He said, there's a lot of deer out here, huh? And I kept moving. Yeah, man. As he said that, I told him there's a lot of hogs over there, so be careful. When I told him there's a lot of hogs out there, he put out a gun that he said, luckily this isn't real, but put it out, flashing it like that. Like I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here, man. So I'm taking this video indoors. Yeah, I'll see you indoors. Let's go. Alright boys and girls, in this video I'm going to give you 5 reasons, well in my view, my top 5 reasons you should travel in your youth. Without further ado, let's get it going boys. Like AB says, I'm not going to over talk it. My 5 top reasons to travel in your youth, boys. You're dying as we speak. Your life is passing you by and you might know it and you might not know it. It's nothing to be afraid of. So with my first top pick, well, I don't know if it was top pick, but you're young and you're energetic. That is number 1. Number 2, your mind is unexpanded, boys. Your mind is still a baby. You haven't even seen the world. You're basically, how I would say, basically brainwashed by where you lived at and where you went to school and your little isolated bubble. Anyways, that's number 2. Your mind is unexpanded. Number 3, see the different world's culture, guys. I mean, you don't even need to go across the world to like experience authentic Chinese cuisine, Indian cuisine, Ethiopian food, and all those kinds of Mexican food, and all those kinds of delicious foods that you would only encounter in some other parts of the world. You can literally find it in the USA. That was number 3. See the world's cultures. Number 4, it will give you better perspective in life in general and just your everyday going to work, doing your normal business. Number 4, it'll give you a better perspective. Number 5, I went with it'll make you hustle, boys. It'll make you hungrier. It'll make you want to be financial free, which is my number 1 pick. So anyways, let me elaborate more on those. Those were my top 5 picks. If you want to stick around on the video, I'm going to be going further in depth on what I mean. Alright guys, the first one I chose was you're young and you're energetic. That is true right now. But being young means you might have some money, you might not have some money. What I'm trying to say is, how are you going to travel when you're young without money? Or should I just wait till I'm older? And there's a pros and cons to that. I'd rather travel when I'm young. Not extensively, but just do some traveling. If you know what I'm talking about, hit the like button. Get my feet wet in traveling. See some places not too costly, or really budget myself. Because when I know when I'm older, I'm not gonna be wanting to go snowboarding, surfing, hiking, all these kinds of stuff, like what you should be doing when you're out exploring, you know, like camping outdoors. When you're older, you're crankier, you might break your hip, you don't know you might not even make it to your older days. So my advice is, I don't like to throw out money, but I like having 15K in your bank account before you even try to book a trip. And when I say book a trip, I'm not saying like you're going to Spain every month and hanging out with your friends over there or whatever. I'm talking about going to like Montana, to Yellowstone National Glacier Park, or I'm talking about like parks like that. I like being more in the outdoors than going into like Disneyland and all theme parks. I'm not a theme park dude. I think those parks are ridiculous and just they're ridiculous. Even when you're older, you go to a theme park, all you do is walk and you wait in line. So I mean, I don't see the fun in that. Anyways, why travel in your youth? You're young, you're energetic, you're gonna want to get in that skateboard. snowboard. You're gonna go surf. You want to go get that on that surfboard. What else? Hiking, extreme hiking. There are some people that hike. That's a handful of people that climb Mount Everest and do some serious hiking on that. But anyways, what else? As far as taking road trips and this and that, when you're older, you're not gonna want to be putting up with road trips. You just want to be in your house and enjoy your couch and TV like you are gonna be programmed to do when you retire. But this is my take on it. I rather travel when I'm young because I know I'm gonna want to take that road trip to say 1,000 miles, sleep in my truck. I don't really care. My back is still in good shape. Kind of, I would rather sleep on the parking lot and not spend that money until I make it to my destination. Then I can splurge or whatever, stuff like that. So I mean, it's pretty much common sense on that. When you're old, you're probably gonna, I'll put a picture right here on how I picture it. There's a lot of memes about it, but that's crazy. I mean, at the end of the day, you're the one that's gonna be choosing, so choose wisely. Your life is passing you day by day, and take advantage of the breath you have and how you're gonna be using it further along on your life. So anyways, all right, with that being said, you're young, energetic, and you're find a reason to travel. Go ahead and travel, man. You have a lot of days ahead of you. You can always make money again. Money comes and goes. Trust me, those memories are in your head till the day you die. Well, until you can remember, until Alzheimer's kicks in. So anyways, put it down in the comments. What would you rather do? Save and travel when you're older, or just save a little bit and then travel when you're young? Put it down in the comments. So put them down in the comments. Anyways, I mean, it's just traveling. Some people have it in their agendas to travel. Some don't even give it a thought in their head to travel. So anyways, this is just my video on this topic. So anyways, on to the next one. I hope you got a little light on why to travel when you're young, because you're young and you're energetic. On to number 2. Let's get it, boys. Number 2, your mind is unexpanded. Let me elaborate on that as much as I can. What I mean by your mind is unexpanded is think of it like this. All your life, you think life is supposed to go this way, until someone comes along the way and tells you they've been doing it this way and it's working. So now you think to yourself, I thought it was only this way. This guy has another proposition that is working. So are you going to believe them or are you not? And that's where you have to use your common sense and your mind to diffuse and choose the correct path. That's one way to look at it. And another way to look at it is, if in your small town, for example, you're a small town boy or girl, and you're, for example, the ugliest in there, and all of a sudden you move to another town, a larger city, and all of a sudden you get a lot of attention, you this and that. It's going way better. The job is going way better. There's more people that are more intelligent. I see it all the time. You go to, for example, in my city, you go to Walmart. I'm gonna put it like this. You go to Walmart, all eyes are on you. Since the moment you enter that sliding door, everyone is out looking like, who the hell is this guy? Do I know you? Do I know you? Everyone is looking at you. As soon as you move out of that town or you go out of town on a trip, everyone is minding their business, because they know, mind your own business. We're here for one thing and that's it, and let's get out. In and out, not like so judgmental, and because they've only known one way, if I could put it like that. So like I said, you've always been around people who are very, very judgmental and only know that way. And when you go out, you see different kind of people, and they explain to you, why are you like this? Why do you care so much on how you dress, and why do you care so much what brands you wear? And your mind gets a little by little expanded and is more, I would say, enlightened in a way. Not being too materialistic in those ways. Now, if I'm making sense, hit the like or make a comment if I'm correct on this a little bit. So like I'm saying, your mind will get expanded. That's number 2, boys. It'll give you a different view and show you how to behave out in society the real way and be a little more humane, I would say. So with that being said, that was number 2. All right, let's hop on to number 3, which is see the world's cultures. Like I said, if you want a diverse trip where you have Chinatown, you have Koreatown, you have all these other towns of Chinese, all these different cultures. Everyone in the United States knows where it's at, and it's over here in New York. Okay, if you want to go and see different cultures, it's in New York. It will teach you a lot. It will teach you that you need more spices in your food. Like I said, it will teach you. I did not want to bring this up, but it will teach you that other people do follow other religions, and your religion is not the only one. And that can expand your mind, and it can expand your mind in a good way or in a bad way. But that's where I say life lessons, and you use your common sense. Put your common sense to use and be a humane person, I would say. Like I said, it will open your mind to different ideas, different religions, different ways on living. Us Americans, they say we're Mexican American, but I do believe we are a little more spoiled than we are. I mean, it has its pros, it has its cons. I would like to make more videos on that, but we are a little more spoiled over here in the States. Food gets thrown out like nothing out here. Last week we went to, I believe it was, what was it? They have some chicken sandwiches that are really good. Wingstop. And the bag was literally full of wings at the bottom. Leftover wings thrown. I mean, what the hell, man? Throw a lot of food out while other countries are not too productive on their food. I'm not gonna get political or anything. If you travel, it will let you see how different cultures eat. Not all the cultures are gonna be eating 3 meals, 4 meals a day like you are, or gonna have protein shakes. They're not gonna have fucking sweaters that are electronically heated. The fucking heated blankets is for your comfort. A lot of people out there, they don't know what it is to have those stuff. So if you have those stuff, it will give you a little idea and expand your mind on how good you might have it. Anyways, with that being said, like I said, in traveling, it does let you see the different cultures in the world. So that's my number 3. Let's get on to number 4, which is, we've come to number 4, which is, it will give you perspective, which I love. This one, I really love this one. How would I elaborate that? If you travel in your youth, you will really benefit from learning on how the world is. We took a trip, we took 3 trips to California when I was younger. They were all different years. Let me just tell you, it was what I expected, and it wasn't what I expected. I wasn't expecting to see junkies out on the street, out on the pavement where it's a tourist attraction. My little girl, she saw from heroin addicts shooting up to a junkie thrown on the floor and garbage everywhere. It was filthy. It smelled like pee. All the tourist attractions were disgusting. They smelled like pee. I was like, what? How come they don't advertise this, or people don't talk about it? I know there's this guy that really goes in depth. He has millions of views, and he records all the real bad streets and what is really going on in there. The junk, the crack, all the drugs, the drug epidemic and all that. But when we went there and saw it firsthand, it was disgusting, and I felt filthy. I just wanted to get out of there. It wasn't what I expected, and we did not like it. So it gave us a broader perspective on how we should take a look at our lives, where we have our life, our little life, and think that be a little more appreciative on what we have. You know, I don't know if people like to live like that, or they got there chasing the dream that gets thrown out there, that I'm gonna be an actor, and then they fall into drugs and stuff like that. I'm not one to judge, but you make your own choices in life and where you want to be, basically. So traveling, it will give you a perspective. That trip opened my mind like you won't even believe. It was ridiculous on how I was just at night thinking about it in bed, like, why is it like this? Why? I mean, is there any help, or are they really helping them, or what is going on? And the list goes on. Man, let me open up another one. Perspective. All right. I'm not a materialist person. I don't believe in material possessions and none of that. But when you're out there traveling, you will see a bunch of people struggling. You will see people out on the street begging with their kids, out there just doing what they can, begging for food. You can't help them all, but you can help some. Help the ones you can, help out the ones you can, and you will receive it in double. So trust me, boys. But with that being said, it's a touchy subject. It's so sad to see people like that. But when you get back to your hometown, you sit on your couch, you see all the bullshit you have on your living room, all this bullshit that you buy with your money. It's just stuff, possessions, materialistic bullshit that you don't need. In other words, to put it nicely, it's just stuff. But you get a perspective of, I don't want to say, because it sounds a little mean, I don't want to say, well, I'm off better than them. No, I don't look at it like that. I just see it. They made some choices along the way that aren't good for them. It's like me putting up a post on Facebook, like what I'm eating every day. People that are following me are starving, and you get my point. If you get my point, like the video and message me on the bottom if I'm ridiculous or not. Any comment is a good comment. But anyways, like I was saying, you get a little more appreciative in your life. You have more gratitude in life, and come home, something in your heart opens, and you have more gratitude in life, to put it that way. So that will increase. Trust me, it'll make you a better person for the society. It'll make you a better human being. Trust me, boys, it is better to give than to receive, and give without expecting back. It will increase your gratitude in life. Trust me, boys. Anyways, if you got something from that, that was my number 4 choice, which is it'll give you a better perspective in life. If you like that choice, give it a like. Anyways, number 5. All right, number 5, cinco, it'll make you hustle, boys. A lot of you can relate to this one. Like the video if you relate to that one. It'll make you hustle. Let me give you a little insight on why it made me want to hustle just by traveling, just by going on a trip. Just by going on a trip, coming back, my mind kept rolling, spinning, putting 2 and 2 together, thinking, how can I travel without spending my money? How can I travel with it being paid by a different income? That's when I started to listen to all these investor books. That's when I started to listen to I believe it was Rich Dad, Poor Dad. All these people who are basically influencers online or investors trying to get financial freedom so I can travel. So here we are. That dream is still alive, very, very alive actually. It will make you hustle. It will make you think, how can I travel with still making money? Do you know what I'm saying? So basically, we're still on that road to financial freedom so we can travel or just have the freedom that we want. If you know what I'm saying, hit the like. So trust me, if you travel and you're gonna see those people out there splurging, picking up big tabs, and you're gonna ask yourself, what do they do? And they are not old. So you're gonna be curious, you're gonna be looking up all these things on the internet. It'll make you a better person, financial wise and financial wise, to get to your goal. That's my number 5 pick. With that being said, like I said, let me give you another thing about me, how I was traveling, how my mindset was when I traveled. I was working, I was trucking, I was getting $30 an hour. Believe it what it was, 18, 19 years old. We would save up our money, hit a total amount in the bank, we would travel. And then we would get this high, well for me, I would get this high, I would be traveling out, forgetting everything in the world. Then I would come home and reality would sink in. And then I'd have to save, do it again. Save, do it again. For me, that opened another door, which I later recognized is, what am I running away from? What am I so unhappy and thinking I'm exiting the... Right now, I'm gonna use these words. Why am I so excited to exit the matrix and then come back in? I exit this place, I go have fun, get away from everything, and then come back and work. That to me was unsustainable. That to me was like something is wrong internally. I'm not happy where I'm at. So that changed a lot of things in my life. I don't want to get into it right now, but right now I don't need a trip. Right now, I don't need to go spend $2,000 on a vacation. I don't need to go and do that right now. I'm perfectly fine. I'm perfectly fine not traveling right now because I know what my mind wants. I know where I'm at right now. In a way, I'm not there yet, but I know where I'm at, and that's one thing I want to say in this video. Why are you traveling? Like, why are you traveling? So anyways, traveling is not bad. If you waste your money on traveling, you did not waste your money on a bad thing. You didn't throw your money away. Money, you can always make it back. Traveling, those memories are to cherish. With that being said, I believe that concludes the video. So those were my 5 top reasons you should travel in your youth. If you have more reasons, put them down in the comments. If you like my video, like the video. If you didn't, well, put it down in the comments. What I could have done better, explained better. That's it for the video. Thank you for watching, and see you later, boys.